hello, dear viewers, friends, and others. Welcome back to my channel, Hades Beer Corner, for a new video with a new beer. This is sort of in continuation with the recent trend of sour beers, um, and this is a Finnish beer. As I've said previously, most Finnish beers are just rubbish, but there are some really good Finnish beers, but those are rarities, if you will. So let's go with this one. This should I don't have really high hopes for this particular beer, but let's have a look. Now, this is from the Finnish beer from a brewery called Mallassepät. It's in Naantali. It's in the southwestern corner of Finland, on the coast near Turku, which is the former capital that used to be the capital a few centuries back. But regardless, it's a small brewery, not a craft brewery, not small. It's not small enough to be a craft brewery, but close enough, I guess. And it's a fruited margarita, fruited gose. Uh, Gose is different from gose, which is gose. Gose is a German beer from in and around the Leipzig area. You can look that up on Google Map if you don't know where that is. And this is a fruited gose. Sorry, with orange, lime, lemon, salt, and milk sugar, aka in other words, lactose. So be mindful if you're lactose intolerant. Uh, if you're really sensitive to lactose, I don't recommend this beer. And it's possible that I don't recommend this beer anyway. But who knows? Let's have a look what Gose beer is, etc. Now, Gose is a German beer. It's warm fermented beer that is usually brewed with at least 50% of grain bill being malted wheat, and it's closely related to Berliner Weisse and Belgian Witbier, which are also, I think they're technically sour beers, and the rest of the of the grain being malted barley, such as Pilsner malt, and is warm fermented as opposed to cold fermented beers. Those include lager and Pilsner, and often fruit syrups such as lemon or coriander and salt are added, or are already components of the water used. Uh, Goes was traditionally brewed from a sort of a mineral water that had a high salt concentration, or higher than usual, higher than average concentration of uh, salt in the water. That tends to happen, and it gets the characteristic sourness through inoculation with lactobacillus bacteria, which is not very hop tolerant bacteria, and which provides only light acidity, and the flavor is as the flavor of gose and goes both. The flavor is not sour, not as sour as in vinegar or vinegarish, but tart. It's more tart flavor. And goes goes specifically is not really is not as strongly hopped as many other beers tend to be. As I said, they are it's not very strongly hopped, and unlike, for example, India Pale Ale, New England, IPA, and the variants. Um, and they do not have the bitterness, the flavor or aroma, and they tend to have a relatively low alcohol content of from 4 to 5% ABV. This one has 5% ABV, so it's on the stronger end of Goses. And it was, as I mentioned, it's a German type of beer from Leipzig area, and it was first brewed in Germany, and it does not comply with Reinheitsgebot, which is the German beer purity laws, because because of the use of coriander and salt. Um, so, but it's allowed as an exemption on the grounds of being a regional specialty, in particularly in Leipzig area in Germany. So as for the history goes was first brewed between the 12th and 15th centuries, about 1180 and 1470, in the town of Goslar, from which the name Goz derives, and it's popular in Leipzig area, where locals, well, local breweries were brewing it there by 1738. And goes is a staple drink in much of Lower Saxony for centuries, and it's in the beginning and in some cases now spontaneously fermented, and it was delivered still actively fermenting in delivered still actively fermenting to the taverns, and they were stored in the basements or the cellars of the taverns, um, with a tap bung closed, but there was a shive hole where the CO2 could come out, as CO2 is the byproduct uh, of fermentation with still active yeast. Okay, let's go with the tasting. Ugh, this should be really interesting. Mm. The color resembles maybe a bit somewhere between orange juice and wheat beer, the Belgian wheat beer. Okay, it's really sour. The smell is really sour. Mm. No, absolutely no, absolutely not. The the lemon and lime, the lemon and lime really pushed through, and that's too much. No, this is, this is just. I'll just 0 out of 10. Absolutely not. No, never again. At least now I know that I should not drink this horrible drink. This absolutely foul. But okay, well maybe I'll yeah, okay, I'll correct myself. I'll give it 2 out of 10 because the apricot sour was even worse, and this is better than the apricot sour. So maybe 2 out of 10 then. It's really fresh, but 2 out of 10. Not really my thing. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.